My name is Nicky Willmon. I'm Director of Financial Aid at Northeast Alabama Community College. I'd like to discuss with you today financial aid. And the first topic I'd like to get into is where do you get your financial aid questions answered? And I want to stress that you get your financial aid questions answered by our financial aid staff. Financial aid is not that complicated of an issue, but financial aid changes from year to year, and our staff attends conferences and does the necessary things that we need to do to stay on top of the changes. So always make sure if you have a financial aid question, you get that question answered by our financial aid staff. Not in the student center, not from your uncle that was in school 20 years ago, but from our financial aid staff. Next, I'd like to talk about the different types of financial aid we offer here at Northeast. The first type is Pell Grants. Pell Grants are free money, so we want to make sure we apply for those for sure. We want all the free money we can get. To apply for a Pell Grant, you apply at this website that's on the screen. It's www.fafsa.gov. Make sure you go to the correct website. The first F in FAFSA stands for free. So if you're on a website where they're trying to charge you money, you're in the wrong website. Change to the correct website. Pell Grants are offered through the FAFSA form, but also student loans are offered through the FAFSA form. Student loans is a type of financial aid that's not free, that you have to repay, but most students will qualify for student loans. So if your income's a little bit too high to qualify for Pell Grants, then student loans will be your option that you can take. We also offer a work study program here at Northeast. We also offer WIOA or TRA here at Northeast. We also offer institutional scholarships. We offer private scholarships. We offer VA. We offer NAILNet, which is a payment plan. Those are all available on our website. You just go to the correct, you click on the correct website and you follow the instructions. We have all of those available here at Northeast. Cost of attendance. Here at Northeast, we charge by the credit hour. 1 credit hour is $158. Classes are assigned credit hours. Most classes are 3 credit hours. Some are 4, some are 2, some are 1. We have a CPR class here at Northeast. It's a 1 credit hour class. So if you take that class and nothing but that class, your cost would be $158. Like I say, most are 3-hour classes like English and math and history and psychology, sociology, for examples. Those 3-hour classes would cost you $474. 3 times 158 is $474. Biology, chemistry, and a few other lab classes are 4-hour classes, and their cost is $632. Would be 4 times 158, which is $632. If you look at the slide, the tuition range is $1,896 to $2,370. Those are examples where you would take between 12 credit hours, 12 times 158 being $1,896, or 15 times 158, which is $2,370. So if you're a full-time student, you should fall somewhere between the range of 12 and 15 credit hours. The book cost is estimated at about $200 per class. Sometimes less, sometimes a little more. So we could say our estimated book range would be somewhere between $600 and $1,000. So our anticipated cost for tuition and books for full-time students for the semester would be $2,400 to $2,800. Slide 5 gives us an example of Pell Grants. A full Pell Grant for the year would be $6,095, but remember, that's for an annual award. So you would have that for a semester, 1 semester meaning half of a year. So the example given in the slide is a full Pell recipient would receive $3,047.50. A full-time student cost would be $1,896, 12 credit hours times 158. Would leave you $1,151 for books. Also gives an example of student loan as well. In both cases, hopefully your book cost would be less than the amount left, and you would receive a refund from those 2 weeks after the first day of class. In slide 6, we give an example of comparing Northeast with other universities in our area. The example given is for a student that's taking 12 hours, which is considered a full-time student. In our example, we see that a full Pell recipient here at Northeast would not only have enough money for tuition, but also would have money for books and a balance if book costs were $800. In the other examples of the universities, you can see that Pell alone would not be enough, and they would require student loans. In slide 7, we see how to apply for financial aid. It tells you that to apply for financial aid, make sure you use the website fafsa.gov, and also gives Northeast a school code. You must place our school code on your FAFSA form for Northeast to receive your results. It also tells us that FAFSA is free, so if you go to a website where they're trying to charge you, you know you're in the wrong place. It also tells us that Pell grants are yearly awards, and it also lets you know that here at Northeast, every Wednesday at 1 o'clock, we do have help sessions for the FAFSA. After the student has submitted the FAFSA, they will receive confirmation from the Fed. There's no action required. The student will also receive paperwork or response from each school listed on the FAFSA. Paperwork must be returned to the school the student will attend. To have the funds available by the first week of class, students should complete the FAFSA and return paperwork 3 to 4 weeks in advance. Certain things we have to do to continue to receive Title IV funding, which is Pell Grants and student loans, and also scholarships and other things as well. But standard of progress is gauged in 2 areas. One is obviously your grade point average. So you here at Northeast, you have to have a GPA of 2.0 on a 4-point scale, 4.0 being an A, 3.0 being a B, and a 2.0 being a C. There's also another requirement, a completion rate of 67%. This would mean if you take 4 classes, all 3-hour classes, and you pass 3 and you withdraw from one of those classes, then your completion rate would be 75%, which would be okay because it is higher than the requirement of 67. But if you take 12 hours and you withdraw from 2 classes, 2 3-hour classes, meaning you only pass 6 out of the 12, then your completion rate would be 50% and you would fall below the standard. It also tells us on this slide that there's a 96-hour limit here at a 2-year school, so if we go over that amount, we have to have a max appeal. It also tells us that there's a lifetime eligibility of 600%, which means really 12 full-time semesters, which is equivalent to 6 years in most cases. It also tells us that we have to complete 60% of the semester in order to earn our Pell Grant or student loans. If you withdraw prior to the 60% point, you will owe a refund. Make sure you always follow the proper withdrawal procedures when withdrawing from the college. In those proper withdrawal procedures, you will discuss this with the financial aid office, and we will let you know the consequences of withdrawing early. Slide 10, this is Northeast Office of Financial Aid. We're located in the Wallace Administration Building here on campus. This also gives you our phone numbers and our office hours. We do have extended hours on Mondays and Tuesdays from 8 to 5:30. The rest of the week would be 8 to 4:30. Remember, Northeast school code is 001031 and must be placed on the FAFSA form for us to receive your results.